What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today I'll be doing a technical analysis breakdown for Carnival Corporation with the ticker symbol CCL. Remember that if you want a chart analysis guaranteed to be done, please read the description below. Before we begin, please take a second to give the video a like and subscribe for more chart analysis. I appreciate all those who have already subscribed and liked my videos. Just a reminder that this video is for entertainment purposes only. It does not constitute any financial advice. I will first go over what I see on the daily chart and finish the video off with the weekly chart. So it looks like CCL is inside of a downtrend because the prices are making lower lows, lower highs, and the EMA is pointing down. There was this channel in play previously, but now prices have broken outside of it. But either way, I still expect a retest of the lows. That's just because that's what price action does. So right now, price action pull back to the breakout level and to fill in the gap that was created from that breakout. As you can see here, I'll show you guys that with the trend line. You could see that there was a gap back here in late November. Price action came back to fill it, retest the breakout, find resistance, and now it looks like it's continuing lower to make a new low of the previous downtrend and at least retest it. So it looks like my near-term target is the low $16 level. Can we pull back and make a second leg up? That's a possibility, because this could be that could be the first leg, and we could make a second leg up, maybe back to, high up to the mid $20 levels, the mid 20, 50, or the low $20 levels, or we could just come back to find resistance again from the high 19. So that's what also could happen. But either way, I'm still expecting prices to continue lower in the future. And if prices do continue lower, where is it headed? It's gonna probably make a measured move. You can see here the market moved in pretty much one straight move down. I'll show you guys that with the line chart. You can see that's pretty much one straight move down, and then there was a two-legged correction in between. I know it's hard to see for beginners, but I'll show you guys that right now. You can see that this was one straight leg up with two legs inside of it. You can see there was one leg right here, a pullback, and then another leg, another push higher. So that's two legs to combine to make this one leg, and then the market correct again, and now there was another two-legged pullback higher to form another separate leg. So that's why these two first legs are pretty much the same size with two legs inside of it. So you can see that's where prices start to sell off and find resistance. And now anytime we get a two-legged correction, it usually marks the center of the pattern. And if I just drag the first big leg down to and leave it at the top of the correction, it looks like CCL is trying to hit the $15.28 level. So that's my target for this stock. We were already pretty close to it, so we don't have to exactly reach this measured move, and we don't have to actually stop here either. We could continue lower. So this is just a ballpark estimate of where prices are trying to reach in the future. So it looks like it's probably going to hit that maybe in the next coming weeks, or at least early next month. Maybe if we don't get that second pullback up to the high $19 level, then I expect prices to continue lower to break below this previous low right here at the $16 level and reach this measured move at the low $15 level. If I zoom out a little bit more, you can see that it looks like CCL was kind of in a descending triangle pattern, something like this. You can see that it was making lower highs, but the lows were at the same level, but then CCL just broke below that low level and continued to trend lower. So that's why I don't think we're gonna go up higher anytime soon. You can see that we got 4 touches on top of this resistance side of the channel, and it looks like prices are attempting to reach the lower side of this channel before getting a bounce. So that's a lot of reasons for prices to continue lower in my eyes. It looks like there's also a gap over here that potentially could be filled, because CCL looks like it already filled in this gap right here. So there's another gap that could be filled. The measured move is pointing down. We haven't had a retest or a new low of this previous downtrend channel. The EMA is pointing down. It looks like we're in a bigger downtrend channel. So everything is indicating to me that we will continue lower in the future. But can anything change? Yes, and I'll give you guys an update if anything else changes and we start looking bullish. But as of right now, we look pretty bearish because of the reasons I outlined. But we could get that second push up higher, but that's still not enough to make me change my mind, because we could still just get that two-legged correction up, something like this. And again, that will be the center of the pattern, and we'll probably just continue lower in the future. So it doesn't look good for this cruise line company. I still think it's going to continue lower, and give you guys an update if anything else changes. So let's go ahead and wrap this up on the weekly chart. So here's the weekly chart for CCL, and it was previously in an uptrend. The major pattern is still up, but we are just seeing a correction in process. So maybe when this correction plays out, once the price reaches that measured move, we could see a rally towards the all-time highs again, or excuse me, these previous highs, not the all-time highs, back at the $31 level. So maybe when CCL continues just a little bit lower, reaches this measured move, fills in this gap right here, then you might see a reversal in the future to retest these highs or even make a new one, just because, like I said before, we usually get a retest of the extremes of an uptrend or downtrend before flattening out or reversing. So the major pattern is still up, and we're just in a correction. So we just gotta wait till this correction plays out before prices can continue higher. But it's not guaranteed that we will continue higher, or else everybody would just be taking longs right now and be a trillionaire. So it's not 100% guaranteed that prices will continue higher after this correction is made. It could just go flat for a year or two. It can just continue lower and make a new all-time low. So there's a lot of things that could happen, but with high certainty, I expect prices to reach this measured move, and from there anything can happen. We just gotta wait to see what it wants to do. But then I'll probably give you guys an update on what it looks like it wants to do. But as of right now, I'm bearish, just because we can make that second leg down. We haven't had a retest of those lows or even a new one for that slim downtrend channel working lower on that daily chart. The EMA is pointing down, and it looks like there's a gap left to be filled. So that's pretty much my analysis for CCL. Thank you for stopping by and checking out my video. Make sure to check out the rest of the channel, since you might be surprised at what you can learn. Leave a comment down below on where you think prices are headed. Also, share the video if you want your friends to learn about the markets. Lastly, I appreciate any feedback to help improve the channel, since I want to deliver great content to you guys. See you next time, and bye.